Building your own custom hook in React is fairly straightforward. When you have certain functionality that you want to use across multiple components, then it is very easy to extract that out into a custom hook. Now, extracting out the features into a custom hook requires that you implement it as a JavaScript function whose name starts with use. And if you do that, then you can make use of the built-in hooks in React inside this custom function in order to implement additional hook-like functionality. Going back to our to-do application, let's go ahead and extract out this state management part from the app component out into its own custom hook. So to do that, in my source folder, let me create a subfolder named state. And in the state folder, I'm going to create a file named todos.js. And we will implement the custom hook here called use todos and export this from this file here. Going to the app.js, let me go ahead and cut out all this part that manages the state from the app.js file here. And then coming back to the to-dos folder, let's go ahead and add that into the function that we have just created there. Now, we also require to import use state from React here. And that's it. We now have a custom hook that enables us to manage the state and provide various functions that enable us to manipulate that state here. Now, from this custom hook, let's go ahead and return an array that contains to-dos, add to-do, toggle to-do, and delete to-do functionality from here as an array. And that's it. We now have a custom hook ready for use within our React application. The custom hook named use todos. Now, how do we make use of this custom hook? Going back to the app.js, I no longer need to import use state, so let me remove that. And instead, now let me import use todos from state todos file here. And we can go ahead and use the custom hook here by saying constant todos, add to do, toggle to do, and delete to do. This is the array that is returned by the use todos custom hook here. That's it. With this change, once we save the changes to our application, you will notice that our application works exactly the same as before, except that now we have a custom hook that is managing the state, and then we are able to use the custom hook within our app component here. We can make use of the custom hook in any of the other components within our application wherever it is required. Let's go ahead and save the changes and then go and examine our application in the browser. Going back to our browser, we can notice that the application works exactly the same as before, and all the functionality is preserved just like before. except that this application now is making use of the custom hook we just implemented. Of course, you notice that when we recompile our application, all the to-dos that we had before are lost because we don't have data persistence built into this React application. This is a very simple React application that doesn't have any backend server or a data persistent layer behind the scenes. I just wanted to use this application to illustrate to you how to make use of various hooks within a simple application.